We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on as well too. We're getting ready for Monday's lunar eclipse, which is also a full moon, and this will be happening in Libra. This is setting the stage for our next eclipse, which will be a solar eclipse in Aries as well too, bringing some big energies. While they are opposites, they're all about relationships. That first Libra eclipse is all about your relationships. This is bringing up huge shifts and different things, just kind of depending on what is going on in your love life as well too. It will be amplifying the energy. So if it's amazing, it's going to be feeling amazing. If there are problems or cracks coming up, that's going to be what the focus is as well too. Just kind of depends on what you personally have going on as well too. This is helping us to clear toxic connections in our life too. You've probably noticed that you're probably losing people off of your timelines. I know, right? Or you have different changes that are happening around your love life and how you're connecting with other people too. But we're going to go ahead and start with a reading for the divine feminine. So this is a huge eclipse for your love life. It's also powerful for twin flames as well too. All right, if you're in a separation, know this separation is needed, and people will say why. It makes the other person have to sit with themselves. So even if you feel like you're great with it, there is work that needs to be done in these spaces of separation as well too. Just kind of depends on why as well too. But if you do some soul searching, you'll probably see why. So for the one watching this, the other flame needs to do some reflecting and do some inner work. They might not have been treating you great too. Just kind of tapping in. They might not have been stepping up to the plate. So we have a lot coming up with these energies as well too, with the separation energies, but we also have a lot happening for union energies, where Libra is meant to be lifelong partnership, finding the one, right? Balance and peace in your relationships and kind of coming into harmony as well too. So we do have a lot happening where there's a lot of energy clearing happening, but there's also a lot of union energies that are happening as well too. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a reading for the divine feminine just to start. Divine masculine, if you're watching, take these as direct messages from your feminine. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love in the relationship that you deserve. Some of you guys have been pulled back to work on yourself and to work on your healing and your ascension during this time. I've never seen anything like it on the planet while we're going through ascension, where some of you guys are being guided to really work on yourself, and you'll feel like in these separations that you're in this solitude, this is so that you can really heal yourself and be happy in love. Many of you guys are being tested where you're having people pop up and whether they want to date you or they're trying to chat you and things like that. Don't fall into this stuff right now. Make sure that you're taking that time and space to work on yourself. If you're a twin flame, you're being guided to stay on that path as well too, and certain people can come try to pull you off that path or distract you. I say distract because it's always temporary, but it can set you back on the twin flame journey as well too. If you're in a separation, see this as a space where you're meant to be healing and work on yourself as well too. I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us, and this is how you meet in the first place. Many of you guys, and I posted a video in one of my groups about this, your masculine called you in, because this is a reading for the divine feminine. They called you in. They manifested you. They thought they were ready for love. They were at this space. They literally called you in to their life, but many of them have, I said, dropped the ball or were unable to step up to the plate when it came to you. And if you have experienced your masculine coming on very, very strongly, pulling away and going avoidant, this is exactly what has happened to you. The intensity of the connection has triggered past trauma of their own and their attachment wounding and things like that. So many of you guys, your masculine actually manifested you and wanted you so much, but when they had you, they may not have known what to do with you or those feelings. And this is important too. This is how you even cross paths. The universe thought you were ready to meet, but oftentimes it can trigger old stuff. If you're in a separation, it hasn't worked out. Something has gone off. It hasn't gone as planned. They're never easy spaces to be in. This is where you're meant to really, really heal yourself, knowing that if this is your twin flame and you're raising your vibrational frequency, it will do things on their end. So even if, like, God forbid, they're not doing any healing or doing any work on their end, when you begin to raise your vibration, it will encourage them to do the same. It will affect them on their end as well too. So sometimes one of the twin flames is a little bit more spiritual and is being guided to do more of this work as well too. But this is how you guys find each other on earth at all, or across the sands of time. This is a timeless connection as well too. This is why you really do meet in divine timing, or your paths will continue to intersect at certain places, whether you're being guided back to each other, or being guided to reach out, talk to each other, whatever it is. So this is a connection that transcends time. We're in a place that transcends time and space too. This is why we choose to come to earth as well too. So you think there's all of this time as well too. It's really about inner alignment as well too. This is trusting in divine timing within this connection. It hurts to see you online and that you moved on with your life. And this goes into the avoidance too, because I've seen this happen many times. This person has probably, I don't want to use the word ghosted, gone cold, right? We'll say gone cold, no longer messaging you, but they're very active on social media. We're talking about the masculine, and usually chatting other women, right? Hanging out, right? Being extra social to everyone but you, and ignoring you or avoiding you. I use the word avoiding as well too. So this is the thing that you're seeing, that your masculine is probably online or very active online, but you may have little or no communication with you, and this might be hurting your feelings or triggering certain things within you too. I always say it's all about what it's triggering in you with this healing journey as well too. Twin flame, no matter what your dynamic, is intentionally meant to trigger your old baggage, because you can't take it with you. So they trigger your karmic baggage. Oftentimes they're really triggering your dysfunctional childhood wounding that you may or may not know that you had, so that you can heal on a deeper level. So it just kind of depends on what that will look like and what's kind of coming about as well too. So you're seeing this person is like really, really active online, but probably not very active on your socials, but could be active on other people's socials as well too. I'm coming to you with an offer. Will you say yes? When I offer you my hand, will you take it as well too? So this person is going to come in and they're going to tell you how they feel. They might have a hard time with that as well too, but they're going to come in and they're going to talk to you. They're going to try to come back into your life. They're going to try to work their way back. They're going to try to, and I've seen this a lot happening in these high frequency energies, where if they have you blocked, they're going to unblock you. You know, they're going to call you, they're going to reach out, and they're going to try to come back to you too. But this is all up to you too, if you're ready to, but needing to change some of the circumstances that may have caused the separation in the first place. So this is for especially those in separation. This person is going to open up. They're going to want a new start with you, new chance with you, new beginning as well too. So they are going to come to you and try to tell you how they feel. Depends on what's caused these circumstances as well too. This is just a general reading, so also take what resonates. I like to tap into the collective though, because if you are a twin flame, you're part of a greater twin flame collective. There's a lot of the same stuff that happens within these collectives. You're also very influenced by those collective fields as you're influencing these collective fields. But if you are a twin flame, make sure you're signing up on my website and doing twin flame readings. I do 30-minute phone call. It's going to help you a ton to go into your specific situation, what's coming up with the healing work as well too. I also do, I'm an energy healer, and I do tons of twin flame healings on my website. I have tons up for the eclipse and things like that. Make sure you're doing more of the twin flame clearings. It will help you a lot as you're going through many, many layers with this person of what is coming up with the healing that you're expected to do too. Twin flames are advanced souls, and you have a lot of healing work that comes up. So I always say do lots of healing sessions, activations that will help you a ton. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great if you're in separation, for working out of that and kind of healing that and shifting into union. Great if you're just trying to go deeper, or even better if you're trying to heal those separations and come into union too. So I have lots of options on my website. Check out my twin flame section on my shop if you need me, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. All right. This is to give your relationship a chance. You might be giving up on this person, quitting. This happens oftentimes. I've gone through this many times. It's like you give up, they reach out. Like, right? You're like, I'm done. Right. And this is also where, you know, if something has you hanging on, you know, maybe it's for a reason too. Now, twin flames, you can't break the connection. You're always tethered and connected to each other. So it can be very hard to have that spiritual connection in the background. It's no different than when you connect with other spiritual beings and things like that. You're being guided to work on this partnership. If in separation, that means working on yourself more so that the same issues aren't coming up. You might find the same issues do come up as well too. And this could be because maybe the one or both need to acknowledge some of these issues to move on, right? It's like, it depends, but I notice that the same stuff keeps coming up if it's not resolved. So you may have unresolved baggage with this person. It may have got quite karmic with this person too, especially if there was endings or separation and things like that. It just kind of depends on your situation. Karmic energies can get in the middle of it too. Depends on how things have played out or things have happened as well too. So just know you might have unresolved stuff with this person. Keep an open mind. This person may differ from your usual type and expectations. And this person is very different than you would usually be attracted to. I can tell that too. Just as I get a good view of it, like with my twin flame, just trust me, I'm not like his other karmics, right? And vice versa. This person might be very, very different than the type that you're usually attracted to, because this is a spiritual or soul connection as well too. And you might not be able to logically understand where the magic comes from in this connection, because it's magic that pulls you to this person on a universal level too. So this person might be very different than the types that you dated in the past or what you usually look for in a partner. Keep an open mind with this connection. All right, so there is children affecting this. For some, you have children, and these are important karmic contracts, and we know karmic contracts can play a role in keeping us in certain lessons. So, you know, there are certain karmic lessons. This could be your own unresolved childhood wounds are getting into the twin flame connection, whether how you're perceiving things being triggered, or even the narratives that are playing out with your twin flame. I always take people back, like, into their past, and I always can find the patterns of either past relationship or childhood patterns that are getting in the way of the twin flame situation too. That's why I love to do the coaching work with you guys, and think you need it to go back into some of these old wounds that are coming up, usually unconsciously and not aware, in your love life or in this twin flame situation. For some, you may desire to have children. This might be something that's been on your mind your whole life, whether you've been wanting to get married or have children, or things like that as well too. So this is something kind of coming up for the divine feminine as well too. You might have this on your mind, whether you're soul searching about what you want in life and want children, or you already have children. A lot of twin flames have families before meeting each other, or could meet later on in life after they've worked off or cleared their earthly karma as well too. Okay, so this is codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, and this is needing to get really good in your own energy. Oftentimes, this is what twin flame teaches us as well too, to really get okay in our own energy and to break codependent chains or codependent tendencies within our relationship as well too. Sometimes that is looking to our partner for fulfill certain needs, whether spiritual, money, energetically, too much emotional support, when we shouldn't be looking for external validation. We should be doing that for ourselves, regulating ourselves energetically or, you know, emotionally, and things like that. Oftentimes, twin flame helps you to purge out and cleanse certain habits and patterns within relationships too. This is where like all the relationship stuff comes up. You may have had so much relationship. See, twin flames can go as deep as this takes you, and you want to go deeper. No one wants surface level matrix muggle life anymore, right? You want to allow this to take you deeper, because you're going to purge out a lot of negative programs and relationship patterns, and usually with each other as well too. It's like you can see each other's stuff. So it helps to have a partner that's very open and will tell you the things that they're seeing and noticing, because it's meant to help you to change and to grow as well too, right? And so it kind of depends on communication and sharing your perspective. If you are a twin flame, there's going to be parts where you're pointing out things about the other. And I think this is important anyway. They might not be all nice things that you're saying, But this is meant to help you guys to notice things so that you can heal and purge out these things that are no longer serving you. So expect within this relationship patterns to surface as well too. This could be playing out old relationship narratives, patterns, stories, and things like that. Okay, and I'll go another layer with that too. Some of you guys have attachments to people that are really affecting your union. So like say you have a codependent relationship of the past and this person's still around, they're in your field. So I know this is like the X-Files, right? You have your ex around and they're just right there, popping up, right? Getting in the middle of your current relationship, right? Oh my God, you get in a fight, they're right there. Like, right? This is something in your field though. And so a lot of you guys had, not with the twin flame, because this is different, but with your karmics, you had codependent, very dependent energetically relationships. And some of you guys never got rid of these people. So they're like attachments in your field and they are throwing off your energy too, because this is stuff that drains you too. So if you have codependent relationship of the past and you still have these people around or hanging out, friends now and things like that, these are things that are feeding on, affecting, and attached to your energy too. This is where that spiritual work comes in, of like really clearing your energy and letting go of people from the past as well too. So some of you guys still have attachments to people from codependent past relationships that you're being guided to release and clear. All right, ego, remember who you are. Like literally remember your value, your worth, and who you are during this time. You are a starseed. You are a beautiful being of light. You came here to change the planet, to heal yourself, and to raise your frequency and ascend. You know that this would take a lot of inner work, right? You're being guided to shift out of ego programming and past this 3D narrative and really tap into who you are fully within the ascension. You're going through a huge karmic purge. This person is mirroring things to you. Oftentimes they're reflecting things that you need to see about yourself on a deeper spiritual or a soul level, things that you need to heal. There's a huge karmic purge that is happening. We talked about letting go of a karmic attachments, situations, and circumstances. A lot of you guys have been clearing a lot of energy, some of it by choice, some of it just happens past your control. Allow the universe to remove certain people from your life. And you'll say, why? Well, the universe heard these conversations that you really didn't know about as well too. So you need to trust the universe. And people will say, wait, that happened with my twin flame. If this person is your twin flame, they will do the work required to make their way home to you or back to you. Like literally, right? And this might be part of your journey as well too. Even twin flame narratives are pre-contracted and pre-planned out. You meet people in a predestined way that is predetermined for your soul's growth and evolution as well too. This person may have been holding you back at that time if you were in a separation, and you might go further with whatever the universe had planned for you too. So you need to trust and surrender and have faith in this situation that if this person is truly meant to be with you, they will elevate their frequency, they will do the spiritual work required, and they will make their way back to you in divine timing. This is twin flame facilitator, expansive growth. Make sure you're getting someone to help you through this process. I don't post them a lot, but I've written several books on the twin flame journey of my own kind of thoughts and experiences and downloads, because I see a lot of similar stuff. So I got very real, and I'm glad that I did, that I started to write down my own experience. I'm working on book 5 right now. It's halfway done, on also my twin flame journey and experience going through this, because I knew it would help a lot of people, and it will. Make sure you're getting someone that is really good with this process. People that have done this before, I always say, come to my website. It's going to help you a ton with shifting out of some of those patterns, things that happen. Don't like your narrative, let's shift it. I will teach you how. I will work with you to do that. Want something better? Let's manifest it. Find me on my site. Okay, so we have clearing karma and Kundalini activation. You have been clearing karma with your twin flame. And when we just talked about karmic energies, things got really karmic on both sides. They had things they needed to clear. You had things you needed to clear from the past. This is from past relationships. So the twin flames came together and you each had certain karmic debts and imprints. And when you came together, whatever patterns interacted and played out, whatever narratives happened, you might not see it this way. This person has freed you from past karma. Your twin flame has come to burn that off of you. Sometimes it's not a pleasant process. You go through a couple layers of the fire, right? I always talk about the ego being burned to self, things like that. But you also were releasing karma with this person. They freed you and set you free more than you know as well too. And then this is where your Kundalini energies begin to activate. You're going to feel some type of way about your twin flame that you've never felt for anyone else. You might feel a lot high sexual energy, and sometimes people can misread the twin flame experience because it can feel very sexual. That's because your Kundalini is activating and is helping to release blockages, barriers, and things that need to go, like karma, and to cleanse your body. And as it is, you're getting more clear. And this is where you feel many different pulls from the chakras to your twin flame. But you begin to merge chakra systems. And this is why we do it in a pair too, because, you know, it helps us to be more accountable for the work that needs to be done. You have a strong sacral connection with this person. They want you bad. Like, right? There's a lot of strong sex merge vibes as well too. Way past the physical, but we're also talking about on a physical level too. You're very magnetized to this person as well too. Very physically attracted to this person as well too. Perhaps not even able to move on from this connection in some type of way. So this is Kundalini is being activated. You're probably feeling very strong urges towards this person. You're my past and my future. And so sometimes, and I was going to talk about this, let's break it down. And it was something I was going to write down that was coming to me yesterday, but I didn't, but I'll try my best to recall of how you can tell the different connections. Okay. Your karmics are in the past and that's it. It's done. Trust me, it's done. It's long done. With your twin flame, they're your past and they're going to come back around. There's something that probably, it could have happened in your past, but it's not resolved and you probably still want them on some level, or you know that things have gone off and didn't go the way that they should, but it's not done. With karmics, trust me, it's long done. You know the lesson's over. You won't have the attraction to them anymore. You'll say, oh, okay. You'll start to look at them differently. Now, with your twin flame, some of you guys, maybe you didn't even have a chance with this person. They could have been in your past, but you never fully brought it into union. There's something left unresolved. And you know that they're going to come back around as well too. This is how you can tell the connection as well too, because the karmics, trust me, it's long in your past. This is something different. This is someone that you're going to meet, probably separate from, and come back together in divine timing. So you know that you not only have a past with this person, you're meant to have a future with this person if you can get on those higher frequencies again, like you were on when you met, and bring this together. I want to have children with you. Once again, we're having these cards come up too. Maybe some of you guys already have children and you're meant to kind of blend that together. We see a lot of blended families with this too, right? Where you guys have certain karmic contracts to work off, and twin flames oftentimes will step in and help you through that. Some of you guys we already talked about this, so I'm not going to go too into this, may want to have children with your twin flame too, as you remember doing this in past lives. I desire union with you just as strong as you do. Know that you both want union despite any blocks, barriers, or separation or unhealed wounds keeping you apart. You've made me believe in love again. This is like Cupid hit you with the arrow with this person as well too, opening you up to love. But we have a lot of different things that are in the way. So we have this, my favorite, Devil. This is karmic attachments card. This is the opposite oftentimes of union. Sometimes this is breakup energy. It's separation energy. This is feeling tied to something. And it's always the two lovers tied up. It's meant to be in a karmic ego sense as well too. So this is addictions, obsessions, indulgence, codependency, feeling powerless, and materialism. All right, this person is obsessed with you. They can't get you off of their mind, to the point it may have scared them and triggered a lot of different wounds and attachment traumas as well too. If this person has blown you off, this is why. I always tell people it's because they were feeling so strongly about you and that they had never been loved in such a way as they will be with their twin flame. And it's like loving the complete of them as well too, right? So we have this person is thinking about you all of the time, but this may have become unhealthy in some type of way as well too. They may need to deal with their own karmic attachments at this point, because this is karmic attachment. So the best thing that you can do is deal with things on your side if you're in a separation. Now, some of you guys are in this union energy. Others are about to come out of separation and into this reunion union. This is marriage, happy family, soulmates, and good luck. Now, I want to talk a little bit about karmic stuff again. We have our earth family, which tends to be very, very karmic. Now, with Ascension, you're meant to be clearing your family earth karma and coming into your own families. We see people coming together with soul groups, making their own families and beautiful things like that as well too. So you're meant to be kind of doing that on your own as well too. But the more that you're tied into the old, you may have a hard time shifting into the new, into the 5D, because this is like such a twin flame 5D card as well too. This is like good things happening. This is bringing it together, right? Kids, union, all of it. But we have some things still coming up in the way. And this is 3 of Wands in reverse. This person might have literally, I always say this is lack of growth and expansion. And this is what's going on your masculine side too. So this is like, they're not growing. They're unhappy with where they're at, but they're stuck to their home and family and cultural programming, things like that. Like they're kind of karmically stuck in it as well too. And this is like if you made plans, maybe they didn't follow through, may have blown you off in some type of way. So this person is kind of in this stuck energy where they're not learning something and they're not really expanding and growing right now. We have the Tower that is coming right now. This is change coming, upheaval, a shock to the system, divine intervention, clearing away a weak foundation of false beliefs. So this is like the Tower moment coming, especially for those in separation. You guys know that as well too. You might be going through a spiritual awakening, a spiritual upheaval. You're questioning your own beliefs as well too. Perhaps even your own sanity as you're going through spiritual awakening. Not a lot of people may understand this. It depends on how awakened the people are around you as well too. This is where you might need spiritual help, guidance, or a spiritual mentor to help you through this process as you're going through awakening. You're going to notice some big things happening outside of yourself. The universe is going to step in for those that are in separation right now. This is the divine stepping in, whether causing the separation or shifting you out of it. It just kind of depends on where you're at with it as well too. This is the masculine energies are also going through that Tower moment right now. They have a lot of beliefs keeping them in fear or blocking them from being loved fully. So this is like beliefs being shaken up and having to question things. Okay, so we're going to do a reading for the masculine now just to see what is going on. Masculine collective, if you're the divine feminine watching, take this as messages directly from your masculine. You were my best friend and I cherished our friendship above all. They have lost their friend. They've, if in separation, tried to replace you with other friends and women. Not funny. And they don't get the same results too. It could be like kind of talking and like they don't get a lot of depth from the other people. People don't understand them. It's kind of superficial. You know, they're kind of being social and kind of playing the role, but they're not fulfilled with their other friendships and things like that. They could open up to you on a depth that no one else could get but you and them. And they're missing this as well too. So they feel like they, for those in separation, not only have they lost you, they've lost a friend and a confidant. Can you let go of the past and forgive me? Can you trust me again with their heart? This person knows that you're not trusting them. This isn't for everyone, but for some, they may have given you reason to not trust them. They could have I say done things behind your back, not been honest to you, lied about things, been hanging out with other people, whatever it was, right? So they know that they have triggered insecurities in you, and twin flames are very psychic and can tell what's going on, like through the process, like no one else, right? You're getting very psychic with your awakening. So they know that you don't trust them on some level, and that this has left you closed off to the connection, or closing off your heart, and, you know, not fully open to them during this time too. So Divine Feminine, work on healing if insecure attachment has been triggered, trust issues, or heart chakra blocks or wounds. Heal these things as well too. They miss when they had you fully open as well too. And if there were things done to break your trust, they know they messed up as well too. I see your face in the face of strangers. You're always with me. This could be, I hear the most amazing stories of this. I turned around and saw this woman that looked just like my twin flame. Could have been her, but it wasn't. Like, right? This is like them doing a double take, walking through the crowd and seeing someone that looks just like you, same height, same build, same hair, right? Or just seeing your face and thinking of you, missing you, not sure if it was you, kind of looking around as well too. They're seeing you in everyone as well too. This could be they're trying to hang out with other women and they're comparing you to them and sitting there missing you and understanding they can't move on, or, you know, they'll probably comparing you to other love interests if you guys are separate and single. It just kind of depends on where you guys are at with this as well too. They're seeing you everywhere. They can't get you off of their mind. We've already talked about this in the feminine reading. I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. This person may have rejected you first, and that they can't handle criticism or flaws or faults, and they might have thought that you were going to reject them because they are not that secure in themselves. They have issues showing themselves fully, being vulnerable, you know, being completely open with you as well too. This makes them very uncomfortable, and this is probably because they haven't gone that deep within themselves and or done that level of spiritual work. So this is someone who may have rejected you. This can look like, I'll say, rejecting your love, right? And it's like to control the narrative as well too, trying to control the narrative, trying to control you, trying to control things. Some of you guys might have been blown off, ignored, or treated poorly too. Just kind of depends as well too. So they may have triggered rejection wounds. Now this goes way deep into your twin flames story as a child and their own attachment woundings. Oftentimes people unconsciously play out different patterns and woundings, and the key word is unconsciously, because I always think everyone's conscious of these things, right? And I'm like, what are you doing? They probably unconsciously, unawarely, unaware of things, may have been playing out past traumas on you as well too. So this is common, and I'll just tell you a little bit of a story that I felt with my twin flame, that they were abandoned in childhood by their mother. So I felt that they put me in these same circumstances so they could have the upper hand in the situation. So they were probably feeling like a very, I assume, powerless child with whatever that they had been through. So they make sure as an adult to have the upper hand in that same situation and to recreate the same dynamics, right? so and then they would do the same, like the same narrative of setting this up of like, you know what, you're chasing them, they want you back. So if you're in this chaser energy, feminine, this could go back to the masculine's childhood wounds. It just kind of depends on what kind of stories they had play out. But if you're wondering why certain patterns have played out involving them, then you know this is involving them because it's something you had, if it's something you've never gone through in past situations. So the key is to see what you've been through in the past that are your patterns and the other person's. Sometimes the other person will play out childhood patterns or wounds on you to recreate certain dynamics as they're trying to get the love that they never had as a child, or they're trying to reject you before you reject them. And maybe they've been doing that the whole time. They're unable to love or let love in. Just kind of depends on the person. So oftentimes people are carrying unconscious patterns with twin flame. These patterns are going to come up and be made conscious as well too. And you'll say, well, why are these things happening? So that that person can be made aware of their own patterns and how they're affecting themselves and other people so that they can heal these things. Oftentimes these patterns need to be made conscious to heal these things, where people need to notice them as well too. So I know this person has carried this pattern their whole life and done this with every partner that they've been with as well too, from conversations that I've had as well too. But I do feel with me, the twin flame, it went differently, we'll say, right? And things like that. Because oftentimes your twin flame is at that spiritual level to also be a teacher and to try to help you heal certain things as well too, right? It's not your typical karmic relationship. So if you are enacting karmic patterns of your past with your twin flame, you might get different results than you did with the karmic partners as well too. And that's okay, because this is an everlasting bond. And so it's not like, okay, the typical thing. This is why sometimes patterns that are not dealt with or unresolved can get in the way as well too. And sometimes people have heavy karmic programs and patterns. With twin flame, it's coming up to be healed too. So we have the masculine has very deep repressed rejection wounds. These are oftentimes from people that they had love interest in and they asked out and they blew them off. They're used to rejection, right? They go try to love someone and they say no thanks. Or it was actual past partners that may have left them. And different situations, could have been inner child, as we're discussing as well too. So this is past patterns coming up with the masculine. Masculine has inner child wounds around rejection that probably are surfacing within this relationship with the twin flame too. And I notice it doesn't matter on what side of that too. Twin flames are having the same experience. So say, we'll just use this as an example. Someone has rejected your love and made you feel really, really bad. They're going to feel really, really bad on their side, because twin flames are feeling the same thing on a soul level. And it's coming through a lot of our feelings and energies on a soul level too. So however either twin flame has made the other feel is going to be felt by both twin flames within the dynamic as well too. So we also have, so some of you guys may have done the rejection. Some of you guys may have been blown off by the feminine flame and been rejected, but both feeling it just as much too. And then both having to heal core wounds around whatever has been triggered around that as well too. Okay, so let go of control issues. Masculine needing to let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. This person thought they could control you, the narrative, the dynamic, you know, right? They could have been spinning false narratives and things like that, or just trying to control you in general, and it made them feel really, really good when they were able to control you. But at some point, the relationship or situation spun out of control, as neither twin flame can control things. I know we like to have things we want the way we think they're going to go, but the universe is actually in control of the situation as well too. So this might have brought up control issues within relationships for the masculine. They might be guided to look at ways they've been trying to control the feminine flame or the situation. There's separation. Time apart is on the horizon. Some of you guys are in separation. I always say not everyone, but a lot of twin flames go through this because it's very difficult to balance these high frequency energies. And sometimes it's divinely guided, like we just talked about. I believe the universe sometimes steps in as well too. So we have this separation energy. All right, we have new love. Someone has stirred your romantic feelings. Some of you guys may be in separation because you're, I hate to say this, having karmic stuff come up. So some of you guys in separation, this is for the guys, might have tried to date someone else or have a crush on someone else or be looking at someone else as well too. Just kind of depends though. This could be your twin flame as well too that you're crushing on. We got you crushing on someone and staring at someone every day, right? Just take what resonates, right? Now I've found that a lot of times when twin flames try to go date elsewhere, it doesn't go badly, and they will, this is just my own experience. So they'll say, fine, I'm going to date someone else. Oftentimes that new karmic person will just play out and hit the same wound your twin flame was hitting as well too, to make you really have to dig deep into the work. It just kind of depends on where you're at with this. This could also be, you know, this is a karmic relationship that's coming up, helping you to release the past. Sometimes friends, family, new love interest can step in as karmic partners to help you in some type of way to release the past. This could be just a karmic connection of the past that you have around you that you haven't let go of. Something is throwing this union off though. Just be mindful of that. So if in separation, take a look at your circle and people around you. Make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So relationships take two people working on it. And when one stops, the relationship stops and you go into separation. It's taking both of you to do a lot of work on this connection. And it's a little bit like growing a garden in a team project. So you each have yourself and there's that third space, this little garden, right? The new earth. And you each pour in your love and, you know, something blooms and blossoms. You stop making the effort, it dies. Like, right? So it's important that you're making the effort. The masculine will, if they really wanted to. Masculine, you're being guided to make the effort with your twin flame and to put that work in, knowing that it will lead to reunion and reconciling differences. All it would take was a conversation with your twin flame, discussing issues and moving past them. That easy as well too. So not for everyone, but some masculines may not be making an effort with this connection. Just kind of depends where you're at. You make more of an effort. This is a transformation that needs to happen. You're in your head too much and you're being too logical. This could be talking yourself out of how you feel, not following your heart. Learn how to suppress your feelings, shut them off so you're not feeling them as intensely, and things like that. Really follow your heart during this time. Get out of your head. Tend to speak your truth and express yourself. This could be sharing your feelings, your thoughts, or what's going on with you. We will come together once fully healed. And there's healing that is happening for those in separation and needing to heal certain things. Sometimes that will take reconciling, as we talked about, or talking through things as well too. I still have karmic situations that I need to clear on my end. I'm doing the work to get to you. This is like karma or karmic energies, masculine. I'm not going to go there yet, but might feel stuck. We have the Hanged Man, and this is like being in limbo, not moving forward, stuck on this person. And this is going from one situation to another, avoiding reality, ignoring their feelings and negative patterns. You might feel stuck or lost in this situation and that you're going nowhere. And it could be going against the flow or just your own current circumstances in life. I want to start over with you. Masculine does want to start over with you. I need a break to heal myself. There might be some type of break, separation, something going on. This masculine is being guided to really work on themselves. They're getting a lot of downloads about the situation, if in separation, about what they did wrong on their end too. This is Knight of Wands. This is a passionate offer, high energy, and going for what you want. We already talked about this. Aries season is all about going for what you want and being passionate about it. This is that flame energy, that fire energy that you carry as well too. Your divine feminine has activated that energy within you as well too. But this is a love reading. So this is also going after your feminine or your twin flame. Expect things to shift and you might, you know, kind of move in very strongly once you've decided if you're in separation and conflicted on it. 10 of Pentacles, unexpected financial windfall, inheritances, strong foundation, happiness, security, and happy family. This is money coming to you, family money, connected with the family, connected with family karma as well too. It may have some of you guys stuck though, if it's tied in with the family. Some of you guys might be feeling obligated to look after your family or have karmic stuff going on from the family as well too. This could be from an inheritance and things like that. Just kind of depends. Could be court things, could be monetary as well too, but also could have you stuck in certain karmic situations. Be mindful of that too, that you're not so focused on money during this time and that you're focused on spiritual and the things money can't buy. We have 5 of Cups, and we have this energy of sadness, focusing on loss, having regrets, heartbreak, emotional baggage, feeling abandoned, and crying over spilt milk. For those masculines in separation, some of you guys are feeling depressed and not really happy over it, feeling out of control with the situation. And this, I always call that, even though it's not, it's like my Hermit card, right? It's like you're feeling abandoned or let down by your feminine or by yourself, and I say in that pity party energy of solitude, but not happy. So you might be, you know, putting on an act, going to work, doing what you got to do, but in reality, you're not, for those in separation, not happy without your feminine. And sometimes separation is to teach you that as well too. And then I always love it. Usually you guys chose to go into separation and feel relief, but then you feel how lonely you are and start to understand as well too. So we have this energy of some of you guys, because this is a reading for the guys, are spending a lot of time by yourself and needing to really think on that as well too, because we have this union in the background that's like trying to get your attention as well too, but it's also a personal choice to shift into those higher states of union as well too. All right, I'm gonna go on that note anyways, but have a beautiful day. If you need me, just go ahead and book sessions on my website. Great time to be doing some healings. We wanna be using these eclipse energies. We also have X flares going off, right? We wanna be tapping into these energies for manifesting and healing. These energies can put you so far ahead with your situation right now. Make sure that you're tapping into them right now. Have a beautiful day. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighthealing.com.